Hello, my name is Brendan So. I've been asked to give my personal opinion on domestic violence, and obviously it's an awful thing, and I think it's extremely important to create awareness over this issue, as it's important for society not to turn a blind eye to this crime. In some cases it can lead to serious injury or even death, and so we must identify the causes and provide the solutions. The statistics probably only show a small proportion of the horrific picture. Domestic violence crimes are often labeled crimes of silence because of the low reporting rates and social discomfort with their public discussion. Shame and fear silences many victims. Hopefully this campaign and further publicity will improve and help provide women with the confidence to address this issue. In all cases, both victims and abusers suffer a great deal of low self-esteem. It is important for a person to recognize the signs of an abusive relationship from the outset and not allow them to be subjected to abuse, whether verbal or physical. There is support out there, and I congratulate JCI Intan in bringing this campaign about. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jumat Mansur. I really against the men really take advantage or abuse women, either it's physically or mentally. So I'm really against. For me, myself, I'm an athlete. To be specific, I'm a professional Muay Thai fighter, which is, when you see in the ring, it's very violent. But I really want to prove that even a guy like me, active, aggressive in the sport, but when it comes to women, there's no ever way you're gonna harm them, or you're gonna abuse them.
Hi, my name is Fuad, and it's a great honor for me to be part of the campaign against violence against women. First and foremost, I became aware of White Ribbon Day only quite recently, and I was surprised to find out that White Ribbon Day is actually part of a 20-year tradition that started in Canada. And it's basically a movement whereby men promote awareness among other men that violence against women is unacceptable. And it's a great honor for me to be campaigning and to be promoting this awareness against violence against women here in Sabah. Because I think here education has fallen far behind, and that violence against women is seen as a very private, very cultural part of our society. My involvement here is, I like the authorities, I like those in the community to mobilize resources towards ending this issue before it actually comes to violence, before somebody actually becomes hurt, and before families are broken and torn apart as a result.
My name is Rene Barrow, and I'm here today to promote the White Ribbon Day awareness as part of the awareness campaign here in KK, Sabah, Malaysia. I guess the reason that I'm a part of this is basically because I got interested more in violence against children. That's where it started, and so a lot of my songs, my songs are written about child slaves and stuff like that. And so when I realized it was happening in our back door here in Sabah, it was a shocking thing to me, like children being abused in Keningau. And of course a lot of these children are girls, and a lot of them are women, and they're taken to be prostitutes and they're sold, and it's modern day slavery. And in a world such as this, it shouldn't be happening. Not in Sabah. I mean, Sabah has a great reputation. We have a reputation for being one of the friendliest places on earth, a paradise on earth, and I've met so many people here, who would also agree with that, and so many people who have come from West Malaysia, so many people who come from internationally, who come here to Sabah because they love the place. But to know that there is abuse and violence happening in our in our houses, by the men and by the husbands and boyfriends, that's just ridiculous. I mean, 40% of all women in Malaysia are supposed to be abused. That's the estimate. And I can't really understand that. I can't really accept that fact. It just doesn't sound logical to me. So I guess, yeah, the White Ribbon Day awareness was started by men for for the purpose of ending violence against women. Because there are men out there, such as myself and the other guys today who are talking to you today to say, look, we've got to put a stop to this. I mean, if you're a real man, you're not going to beat a woman because you don't need to. You're strong. You know, we don't have to prove our strength by beating somebody up. You know, smaller people. To me, I think a person who, like a man who tries to beat up the wife or their girlfriend is just weak. You know, that's just they're a pathetic individual that just wants to try to, you know, prove that they are strong by bullying someone, and that's just being a bully.
I'm Jonathan. I'm a singer-songwriter. It's an honor to be part of something that's positive, something that encourages people not to, to go against this to fight against domestic violence. Yeah, I think we need people to rise up, to stand up and rise up above the occasion, to speak out for people who can't speak out.
I am Teddy Chin Jr. I am a saxophonist. I also teach in a music school part-time, and most nights I perform anywhere, in wedding functions, company dinners, or even hotel lobby lounges. Sorry. I don't think there should be any question or issue or matter on it at all, because it shouldn't have been there in the first place. I feel it's a waste of time thinking about this, because it's a very petty thing. It's a very old school, old-fashioned thing. It's like people not using handphones, you know, to be abusing around, to be strutting their brawn instead of using their brains. And although that does not mean I'm not supporting this campaign, but I personally feel we shouldn't waste our knowledge, our wisdom, our time, our physical energy on trying to reduce this, because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. I actually know a few of these kind of unworthy persons, and I am very saddened that they have been unashamed of even bragging about their abusing dramas or episodes, and I am very saddened also when they have no feeling of guilt or remorse at all when they after they have done whatever they have done to whoever it was. And I wish I could have done something to them too, to show that, you know, it is not cool or not nice to be doing those kind of things to anyone at all, especially women. Great minds of our time have introduced a lot of ways and skills or techniques to channel out our feelings in less aggressive ways. You know, why resort to physical violence or verbal violence then?
Halo, saya Elvin MY atau Elvin Mahathir Yunus, dan saya adalah seorang penggiat seni di Sabah, seorang penyanyi. Kalau yang tidak kenal saya mungkin orang yang kenal Infinix. Saya salah seorang daripada ahli kumpulan Infinix dan saya amat berbesar hati kerana dipilih oleh JCI Intan untuk menjadi salah seorang duta, di mana saya rasa JCI memerlukan kerjasama daripada pihak lelaki untuk menjayakan White Ribbon Campaign ini. White Ribbon Campaign, apa White Ribbon Campaign? Yang saya buat kajian sedikit lah. Ia adalah satu usaha, satu kumpulan ataupun organisasi yang untuk memberi kesedaran kepada orang ramai tentang domestic violence ataupun keganasan rumah tangga lah, atau keganasan yang berlaku di kalangan orang-orang yang kita kenali rumah tangga domestik, maksudnya keganasan yang dilakukan oleh orang-orang yang dikenali lah kan. Jadi saya faham perjuangan ini, kenapa perlu diberi penerangan, kenapa perlu orang ramai sedar akan perkara ini. Jadi itulah deh, saya berbesar hatilah untuk bersama-sama memberi sokongan. Inilah biasanya yang White Ribbon Campaign ini adalah keganasan pihak lelaki kepada pihak perempuan. Jadi saya pernah ada pengalaman, ataupun bukan pengalaman, saya pernah ada kenalan lah yang mengalami masalah ini. Sebenarnya kalau dari segi orang-orang yang saya kenali ramai juga, bukan ramai Pak. Maksudnya dia memang berlaku. Tapi yang saya heran juga adalah kenapa orang-orang yang diperlakukan ini ataupun mangsa-mangsa ini tidak mengambil tindakan. Tidak semestinya tindakan itu berbentuk report polis ataupun report kepada sesiapa, tetapi tindakan seperti melarikan diri ataupun tindakan untuk tidak lagi bersama-sama dengan orang yang yang memperlakukan keganasan itulah. Sebab pada saya, dan juga saya rasa saya pernah terlihat di TV, yang kalau kena sekali itu, ini kalau dari segi fisikal lah, keganasan fisikal. Kalau kena sekali itu bukan kesalahan kita lah. Tapi kalau sudah terkena 2 kali, maksudnya lepas kena sekali, lepas itu kita masih lagi bersama dengan orang itu yang terkena 2 kali, itu boleh dikatakan sebagai mungkin sukarela untuk diperlakukan sedemikian rupa. Jadi melalui campaign ini adalah untuk menyedarkan orang ramai, terutamanya wanita, tentang apakah yang boleh dilakukan, apa yang perlu dilakukan. Dan sebenarnya saya rasa campaign ini juga untuk menyedarkan anak-anak muda supaya bersifat baik. Sebenarnya untuk kenapa perlakuan seperti ini terjadi adalah sebab didikan dari kecil, yaitu kita ada sifat menggongkong, ada sifat jahat di dalam diri kita, yang bila kita sudah besar kita tidak sadar yang dia akan memberi kesan lah, dan kita akan buat benda-benda macam ni, buat benda-benda yang keganasan rumah tangga seperti inilah. Jadi saya harap dengan adanya campaign ini, saya bersama-sama dengan duta-duta yang lain akan memberi kesan yang, akan memberi kerjasama dan juga kesan yang bagus lah.